Do you have a hard time setting boundaries? And maybe second guess yourself when you do, or you think of it, and you really want to, but sometimes it's really hard. My name's Heidi, and in this video, I want to talk a little bit about boundaries. I was on a podcast last night, and we were talking about the difference between boundaries and walls. And I'd never thought about the two before, but in my experience, a boundary is about intention. It's about the intention that you are setting for yourself because you matter and you need to take care of yourself. And so setting a boundary is a way to take care of yourself. And a wall, the intention with a wall is to protect yourself. And when I was sick, I was putting walls up all over the place because I thought that's what I needed. And when I was at my worst, I needed to have the space to be in bed and have nothing expected of me. But it was when I was starting to kind of feel better and challenge myself and challenge the stories, that I realized those walls actually created a mental prison. So I didn't see people, I didn't go out for a really long time because I was afraid of getting sick. And I was already completely maxed out my immune system, so I couldn't afford to get a random bug or virus. And when I was trying to get back into exercise and kind of wanting to push myself, I was really afraid of getting worse, like overdoing it, because the pattern I had before was if I pushed myself just a little bit too hard, I would end up in bed for days and just feeling horrible. So I was really afraid to push myself even a little bit because I didn't want to have any setbacks. But how do I know that I will get worse if I try and challenge myself? And the reality is, it hasn't happened yet, so I don't know. But when I have the mindset of if I push myself, I will get worse, that's kind of like the nocebo effect, which is the opposite of the placebo effect, which is kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. If I think it's going to make me worse, then it probably will. But what if I change that story into something that might lean toward healing, lean toward a new story, a new belief that I'm able to push myself a little bit further, and I'm going to listen to my body, but I'm also going to challenge her and just see what happens. So when I did, I found the limits a few times, but I was surprised at how I was able to go further and further. And for me, it was exercise at the beginning, and then it's business, and it's relationships, and it's taking risks. So Edith Eger says it great: the biggest prison is in our minds, and in our pocket we hold the key. But you have to know that you're in that prison in order to use the key. So walls, to me, are really different than boundaries. The important thing at the root of the boundary is that you matter and you're important, and taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do to take care of yourself helps you show up better, live healthier, and show up better for other people too. So let me know what you're grappling with and what boundaries or walls you're facing or putting up. And I'd love to hear in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.